reverse break again and put it all in the middle?
Well, we ain't chopping, I can tell you that.
Man, oh man, this is awesome stuff here. Congratulations, everybody. Takes a lot to get here, dude. It does. Yeah. It really does. Me too. And he still got my money back. What up? Hey, everybody. Oh. Let's check this out here. Does this work? Microphone check. Microphone check. Hey, everybody. I got a half a dozen people on the stream. Let's fill this sucker up. It is championship night. Title night. $10,000 is being played for. If in the YouTube chat or anybody else, if you want to give me a microphone check, let me know my sound is okay. The graph here looks like I did go up a little bit. But Mark Weaver in the booth. We got Mr. Jerry Johnson. You can see him right there at the table on your screen. Front and center. We got John Condor over here in the co-pilot seat running the Friday night tournament. You got a little over an hour to sign up for that. You got a meat raffle going on right now. If you're not here for that, you're going to miss out. But if anybody out there can give me a microphone check, make sure I'm coming through good. We are getting ready to roll. The balls are on the table. It's going to be a race to 9 BCA live at CR Sportsbar. I'll be right back in a minute. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Let's have some fun. Mark Weaver in the booth, and do we got another mic?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Try to get it to go.
All right, test.
You might be working, and I'm not. Both are working.
Well, let's find out.
That's fine for George.
Hey, George, if you're watching, shoot me a text. Let me know if the volume we're on here or not.
Yeah, we got both mics popping up on the graph over here on the meter, so it looks like we're going through. If anybody in the YouTube chat can give us a quick shout in the chat there and say, hey, I can hear you both. That'd be great.
Hello.
Great.
Oh, yeah. You what? Okay, good. All right, I gotta commentate. All right, good deal. I gotta jump on. I gotta commentate. All right.
Coin has been flipped. We are going live.
All right, Gordy, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. He says.
Can you hear both of us?
How about Mark? Can you hear Mark? Gordy, let me know if Mark's on. That'd be great.
Gordy. Lordy. pork chopper too. Good meats over there. I'm sure you know I had some good meats delivered from your last Friday, Jerry. Gary Newdecker brought up some more venison for myself and for Mr. Rob Batson, which is actually still sitting in my fridge.
It says I can hear him barely. Sounds like he's in the background. That's kind of weird.
Mic is not working. No.
Okay, I'm going to switch with you because you're going to be out longer than I am.
Gordy, I probably never sounded better, huh? Yeah, let me know how I'm coming through, Gordy, on this one. I don't hear normally I can hear myself a little bit in my headset, but all right, we are kicking this thing off, folks. Race to 9. Winner gets 6K. Second gets 4K. At the table, Jeremy, upper right corner of your screen, you got Jeremy and James. Upper left corner of your screen, you got Bogie and Mike Finney. And here we go. Here we go. Live. Race to 9. Yeah. Test, test, test. Test, test. Oh, up a little bit. Then I can hear there, right? Yeah, that's perfect. Can hear myself a little bit. It's almost like when I'm at home, Jerry. Can hear my voices in my head. Oh, yeah. No, it says, Gordy said that my silky voice has never sounded better. Aw, Gordy. Gordy, I'm getting butterflies, my friend. That's good to hear, though. I'm glad we're coming through. Yes, a lot of cheddar in the middle. I did ask these all the competitors if they go hill, if they're going to flip it and put it all in the middle. And they laughed a little bit, but it doesn't sound like that's going to happen. And I can't blame them either. There's a lot of cheddar either way. Yeah, Tom Cousins is playing a big money match, I believe, with Justin Bergman coming up soon. Wow. Wow. That a kid. Way to represent, Hank. We're all rooting for you. Ooh, yeah, he got enough over there. Look at the solids, though, down there in the bottom of the table, and stripes are sitting really, really good. The 10 ball will have to go in, unless it goes in that side over there, has to go up in one of the corners. Yeah, yep. Yep. It must go on the side then, yeah. Looks like he kind of got a weird angle on it, though. So now James might be inclined, if he pulls this across the table, he's got to watch the 8 and the 7. Yep. Yep. Now, if he's going to take the 10 on the side, he almost has to float down to the bottom rail and take the 13 or the 12 up in the upper left corner. But I don't mind this shot either. I think he kind of has to go this direction. Well, it might not go on the side, or it might not. The angle might be so weird for him that he has to float down table too. But he rattled the 11 up there. Not uncommon. Yeah, it's like a shooting gallery once you get on one of those balls down there. Awesome. Yep. Absolutely. Give these sponsors some business. At the very least, give them a shout and see if they can do something for you. Give them some business because they're putting this thing on for a number of years now. A lot of them have been here for a long time. And they're great people. They're doing a lot for pool, and we're certainly appreciative. Oh, kind of a funky little lilac there. I don't want to take the 4 from there. I think he's going to have to shoot the 2. I feel really uncomfortable shooting that 4. It just seems kind of, off the rail like that. At least you get more of a cue ball on the 2. But you're going to run into the 5, and who knows what happens from there because, ooh, that's a tough little spot on that cue ball, though. What about you? Do you like that 4 ball from there? I have a hard time shooting that shot off the rail. He might end up on the bottom rail here. Nope, he did good. But, oh, that's beautiful. Yep. He's what, 630 something? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, be dang, that's awesome. That is awesome. Someday I want to be able to do a match or something with Ray up there on one of those big things. I don't know.
There might be a way we can get in from here.
Yep.
To one of his events, but then I can talk about the card.
Sure. Explain the card. Well, what are we going to do with the 8 ball here, Bogie? Looks like you're going draw. Are you going 1, 2 rails? Watch out for that 12. I don't like drawing here because if you catch that 12, well, the 8 will go on the right side, but oh, he's changing now, so yeah. He is hitting a little bit higher on the cue ball this time. I still think he's probably going to end up on the left side of the spot, though. Just hold it for the 8 on the side. Oh, he did come off that rail good. Look at that. Nice shot, though, Bogie. Nice cue ball. That was a really good cue ball. That's probably why he rattled that ball, just putting that much inside on it. It's easy for that ball to grab and jog in the hole like that. And I was close. I was close. Oh my goodness. I think you're over here. Yep. Okay. And I'm pretty good right there. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's get that number climbing up. Share it. Give phone calls. Do whatever you got to do. This is $10,000 is going out to these teams tonight, and they deserve a lot of views because they worked hard to get here. This is not easy. And some really good people in this match too. The whole field. I mean, it's just full of good players, good class. You got a Green Bay Packers owner in this one even. I mean, look at him up there. Bogie, part owner. He told me that when I first mentioned that on the stream with him, that his wife blasted him. Says, "You didn't spend $1,000 on one of those." He's like, yeah, race to 9. Oh, really? I'll be danged. Yeah, I seen him in there the other day. He was using the walker or whatever, and I wondered what was going on. Always rooting for you, George, man. You're one of the best. Especially when you turn your hearing aids up and you can actually hear us. Then it gets really good. What's up, man? Nothing. I think it was a little loose, too, because you don't see much separations from the 8 and the balls that are right around it. That's a mess right there. The only thing you could really, if you go with solids, I don't even really like solids, but stripes doesn't have if you shoot the 10 right now, you can move those stripes. But you're pushing a couple of them towards the 8, 7, and the 2. If you're going to blast this, I think you have to really, really blast it. This ball will do better, I think. Maybe not enough of an angle now, but you got to be careful, too, when you blast into that many balls, that 8 ball doesn't start looking at a pocket. Yeah. Yep. Or the edge of the 7. Wonder if that 11 goes. Yeah. Well, if he gets, look at this angle on the 15 on the side. Nope. That'll work though. Yep. I was wondering if you got a little bit further, you could run down into those stripes. Yeah. The thing on that too, though, again, oh yeah, he did bump into him. The thing on that is that he's pushing balls towards that 8 and the stuff. Yep. I think Bogie missed the opportunity on the 9 though, because if he caught that right edge of the 7, he goes up into the 8 and that 12, and then they just kind of gently move out. If I'm stripes, though, I'd love to not have to move those solids. You know, not move that 2 and the 7. You could bump the 13 down. I'd love to leave that 7 there, though, if I could. Let that stuff just continue to be a mess for solids. Oh. Yeah. I think you're going to have to watch the double hit on the bank on the 11 here. Or the 13. 13. Yeah, he's going to bank the 13. Yeah. I don't think he'll double hit that. But cue ball will be rocketing towards that 8 ball. Yep. Yep, one pocket. What a great game. Oh, man. Yep. See, if you're playing in a bar for drinks now, people, you shoot the 2, 6, 5, 7 4-ball combo. That's what you do. Trust me, you hide your speed, you shoot a 4-ball combo right out of the gates. No, don't do that in this situation. But if you're playing for a bar and there's quarters up on the table, shoot that 4-ball combo. You'll have all the drinks you want all night. People will continue to play you. Yeah. Oh, did he? Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he actually plays pretty good one pocket too. I played him a few games, and I know over the last couple of years he's gotten better. So. Yep. Yep. Fenny and Bogie played really well too, and the only thing I miss out of this match is Gary and some free venison. Not gonna lie. I appreciate it, Gary, and you got pool lessons coming for that too, so it ain't going unnoticed, bud. Oh boy. Yes, absolutely. He's still in town, huh? So he's gonna. I think he can catch the edge of that 4. No, he's got the 2. If he's got the 2, that's the ball. Otherwise, he could take the 6 in the upper left corner. But I like that full 2 ball. If he can see that 2 ball full, that's the shot. Good stroke. What a pure stroke that was on that ball too. Very nice. So James and Jeremy have a chance here now to go up 2-0. And Bogie and Mike had a good chance to, run that table. It wasn't like a wide open table. They had to do some work. And whatever level you are, we all know that when you got to do some work at a pool table, 8 balls especially, weird things can happen. You can catch a ball, you can hang a ball, you can do a breakout and get rubbed behind everything. Things can happen. Well, now almost straight into the 1. Things will get a little bit more dicey because if he takes his 5, which he's going to shoot next, there's a good chance of running into that 13 ball. And that could change things. I still think you'll have the 6 ball in either corner, but you could run into that 13 and maybe come up and rub onto it too. Or hit it. Yeah, run in to hold it and play it up table. Try to draw it out of there. Yep. Not a bad idea. And he had a good enough stroke. I think you just had to get a little bit more left on that. And, a shot like that, if you're going to go over that rail, you can zip up table as much as you want. Just avoid the side pocket because anywhere up is good. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yep. A safety that might not apply to the higher rated player may apply to the lower rated player. Not only, like you said, for this kind of money, you're on the stream. Now, this 6 does cut, but boy, is it thin. It is thin. The thing on this shot right here, though, is if you took that 6 ball and that cue ball, oh, is he banking it? I think it cuts. Because if you pick that up and put that 6 in the rail and have that same angle, we shoot that ball all the time. Oh, wow. Look at that. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no. And unfortunately, this jump shot has a lot of scratch in the upper left corner. If he makes this ball, he may go for a swim with the cue ball too. Yeah. But if he snaps this, I mean, this ball doesn't have to scratch, but boy, there's a lot of potential here. Hit it good, Jeremy. Hit it good, and you might even need a little bit of luck on this. So we all kind of do sometimes. Yeah, that's a good try. It was a good jump. Well, Bogie. That's the one. Put it right down there by that middle diamond, maybe a little bit to the right between those two, and let Fenny pick which one he wants to shoot. And the other ball leads you. I'd probably want to go the 13 first, and then the 11. Yep, and then the 11 will lead you on that right side roll to go after the 8 ball. Well, now he might have to shoot that 11 first. Now I do probably like the 11 better, just because if I'm Mike, I don't want to shoot this 11 straight in with the cue ball. You know what I mean? If he shoots that 11, Bogey's probably going to end up leaving him down on this rail. That's where, you know, having that partner not shooting by yourself changes things. Because if Fenny shoots that, he's probably going to shoot the 13 first. Now you go 2 rails and bring it out in the middle of the table, or you can draw back if you want. I like going forward, though. And then you can crawl up that rail a little bit. If you come up short, you can always take the 8 in the upper left corner. If you come up long, you got the 8 in the side. Just don't hit it flat enough to go in the right side pocket, and you're golden. Yeah, good shot. Nice stroke, too. I like that he carried it up to that rail. It's a well-hit ball. He had such a big window going up that direction. Well, Mike, it goes. I always like Fenny's pace of play. He doesn't really ever get too fast, doesn't really go too slow. Watch the cue ball. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, especially if it's a valley table, that tracks that way a lot. We'll be playing on those in about a week and a half. Out at VNEA, yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Okay, okay. Alrighty, 2-1. Isn't it? Yeah, 2-1. I don't know if they've updated their scores behind them. But Bogie breaking here. And what do we got here? Stripes. If you can take that 7, if you're comfortable with that 7 or the 3, solids ain't bad either, but I like that straight in 13 in the lower right corner to start out. And man, then you just got to navigate your way around. But there's nothing wrong with taking solids here either. Solids are wide open. I seen that. Look at you, ear to ear grin. Well deserved, John. Well deserved. I'm rooting for you. I'll even put in a good word if you want. Look what it did for him.
Absolutely nothing, Mark.
Oh, well, if you'd have used a company card, Tail. That's what got you let go. Oh, Tail and Ricky in the house. John Condor up here at the counter. Tail is holding up the counter because it is not structurally sound. So,
Mark, this thing's older than I am, okay? So it needs,
well, I'm older too.
it needs some braces.
Oh my. Oh, a little bit short up on that ball. Didn't stroke through it like he did on the ball before the 8-ball in the last game. He really put a good stroke on that one. Came up short now, though, so Finney's going to have to slide this cue ball across into trouble. He's got to go above the 10 and bring the cue ball back out. There's a lot of chance of getting in trouble over here on the left side of the table. He hit that good ball, Mike. Well done. Gave Bogie a full cue ball. Cue ball's just going to run around a couple rails. Probably run right at that 14 ball. I don't even mind if I run into that 14 ball gently. Put some outside left, go about 10-30 or so. Make sure you don't rub that 15 is all, and you're fine. Miss that 15 ball and you're golden. Oh, you got to go a little bit firmer. That'll work. That'll work. He might, I don't know if he was trying to hold that cue ball for the 4 ball there, but in that situation, I'm not holding for that 4. I'm going to let that cue ball run a little bit faster towards the middle of the table. Because no matter what I run into in there, I've got the 5, I've got the 4. You know what I mean? I got a lot of options if I just don't get hooked behind one of those balls. I don't know if you want that one, Bogie. That looks a little thin that way, yeah. I know you don't like elevating over a ball. I don't either, but in this situation here on elevating over, I like to choke up on the cue quite a bit. A little bit more like almost like the top of the grip. Good shot. Nice stroke on that. What I do on that, again, I choke up a little bit, and that gives me, it feels like a shorter stroke, but I can follow through more. And I also press it up against the right side of my chest. It is 1-to-1. I wonder how that got pumped over to 2. I wonder if Jerry did that before he hopped out of the booth here, because it was, yeah, we were at 1-1. So, but yeah, we're back 1-1. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, 8 goals on the left side. Not always the ideal angle. You got to be careful that you don't catch the top edge of this 15 and then carry him into the corner pocket. It's a small chance to scratch him, but I like it. He's going forward on this. Avoid that entirely. Good shot. Now there's a good stroke again. If he applied that same shot to the if he played that same shot on the 3 ball, that cue ball would have ended up better for the 6 and the 4 and the 5 up there. But well done, Bogie. Well done. So 2-1, Bogie and Mike. Maybe, Dale Mom, I foreseen that. But no, it's 2-1, race to 9. We have one match tonight. This is a championship. $6,000 for first place, $4,000 for second place. A lot of cheddar on the line. CR Sportsbar in Coon Rapids, of course. We got about a half hour available for people to sign up for the Friday night tournament. If you are interested in playing and going to come this way, feel free to give a ring. They can always put you down tentatively and then just pay when you're here. But Bogie breaking. Hit it pretty solid last rack. I was watching them warm up before the match here. Bogie was breaking pretty good. He had several in a row. It was just some really good spreads. I almost wonder sometimes if the heat of the extra lights in this table kind of messes with the break some, but also nerves. You know, nerves can play a part too. Because look at those balls down here in the bottom of the table now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 around the 8 ball. You got 2 more up top playing guard. You got the 1 and the 12. Those aren't bad either. But it's not really wide open down there. The ball that I think would be the key would be the 12 ball. Now that we're taking solids, the 4 goes in that corner, and the 3 goes on the right side. I still think the 3 actually goes in the lower left corner too. The ball they're going to have to worry about, though, is the 8 ball. So here's what I'd do. I would get to where I could play the 4 if it goes by that 6, and I think it does. And then I would take the 6 off that straight. Yeah, I don't know if I want to shoot the 4 from there, though, but yeah, the 4 doesn't go by the 6 anyways. But that 6 off that 15 does help to open up the 8 a little bit. The 8 still won't go, though. The shot I would have liked, you see where he's sitting out now on the 12 ball? That's the shot that I would have liked for being stripes. Come off that rail, blast into the 11. The 8, the 9, the 11 all take off, and then it gets pretty simple from there. So the only ball they're really going to have to work on would be the 8 ball now. And one way to play that is, unfortunately, to leave the 6 as your last ball. You could run into the 15 ball and take the 8 in the upper right corner or the upper left corner. But I think the 6 will be the next ball shot here after this 3. Uh-oh. Now the 2 got a buddy up there. And that buddy is not social distancing from the 2. Look at it. Oh, no. Oh, boy. So, here's what you can do. This is, there's some risk in this. Man, that looks good, Jerry. That looks really, really good. Yeah, that looks good. He's showing shirts that we got made up for VNEA. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is really, the black is really, really sharp. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm sorry about that. The shot that I would have played if I was Fenny, 6 in the lower left corner, off the rail, catch the edge of the 14, and you go back into the rail, and that cue ball goes up into the 13 too. That's what I would have played. I think that would have been the breakout on it. And Jeremi is going to play really, really smart pool right here. I really like this. They don't have to worry anything about that 13 and the 2 up there because that 13 is wide open easy in that side pocket. Just got to get above it. And every stripe has a pocket now, too. Not only that, but they're really, really, really in a tough spot here. The only real safe kick here is to catch the edge of the 4 and maybe end up down by the left edge of that 15. Good luck with that, though. That is a brutal spot right here. What a safety by Jeremi there. So the 15 goes. I think he might be able to make the 9 from there, too, which would be even better. Yeah, if he can pocket that 9, that's definitely the ball I'd take first. And I think I might be able to get on the combo, the 11-15 next. If not, you could always slow roll on the 15, put the cue ball right down here below the 11 and the 8 and play another safety. Or you could knock the 11 out of there and play safety below the 8-9. Like this. Smart. Man, that's a good play. Very nice. Very, very nice. Mike, you're in trouble town. If you could call Dan Thompson and have him come do this jump shot for you right now. 4 off the 14. That moves the 13 and the 2. Yeah, well, he got a good hit, but he was in a tough spot there. Man, Jerry, those shirts look awesome. That yellow really stands out. Yeah, they do look good. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, good little bump on the 9 there, too. Yep, 13 goes. Every stripe goes now. They just got to navigate around what's left out there. Get down here on the 12 at some point. And any one of those balls up there by the side will help get him on the 12. The 9 ain't a bad play right now either, but it's really your personal preference from here. If I'm taking this 11, I'm probably going up table and taking care of that 13 right now. Or the 14's fine. Yeah, that'll get you on the 13 too. Yep. Yeah, he did. Yep. Now, yep, 9 down to the 12 now. Kind of dictates, you know, the chalkboard gets wiped away pretty clean pretty often in a run out in 8 ball. It's not uncommon. You know, have multiple plans. Be flexible. Sometimes just a little rub or being on the wrong side of the line will change everything for you. And now that ball came up a little flat off that rail. Not much of an angle there, but if he gets over to the right side of this, he can still cut that 14 on the left side. It's just that 13 and the 2 are going to take off for a dance. If he can get up on this 14, though, it gets real easy again. I don't like to touch that 13, though. I'd rather leave that and not have to move that ball, but they're going to move it now. Yep, they're going to move it now. All right, so that 13 is going to go off the 2 over towards the right side of the table, not necessarily at the right pocket, though. And the 2 is going to go into the rail, and it could come back out and get between you and the 13. Unless, wow, what a shot. What a shot. That was hit pretty good. I hope he's got enough cue ball to move that back and get on the 8. Man, Jeremi shot a good draw shot on that 14. I thought for sure he's going to run into that 13 ball, but he drew back and went over to the right corner. That's where he ended up. Now, James has got, yeah, that was a heck of a draw shot by Jeremi, though. He deserved better. He hit that ball really well. He hit that ball well. I'd be worried about catching the 2 a little bit and scratching the side, too. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, well. So close. Man, he hit that so close. Well, how about this? How about he goes off the edge of the 8, puts it in the pocket, and brings the cue ball all the way up table, taking away that pocket for the 2 ball. And then the 8 hangs. Yep. Yeah. On the right side of the 8 ball on your screen, and then bringing the cue ball 1, 2, 3 rails and getting right up almost straight in on the 2. See, like that might work, but he could bring the cue ball all the way around up table, and then the 2 has no pocket. Well, even if it don't, though, Bogie has kind of a free bank at it, because if he keeps the cue ball over on the left side, Finney can't cut that 8. Even if he plays safe here, that's not a bad play. I don't know if I liked the bank though necessarily, because if he misses that bad, it's an easy kick for Bogie on the for Finney on the 8 ball. So I think he might have to shoot this. Oh, that was a good shot, Bogie. Here you go, Pat. Yeah, no problem. How you been? Not too bad. How you doing? Hey, I got a big way this way to go out and do the work. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know if he has a line there to make it, though, can he? From that 2 rails? I think he can, too, yeah. I think if he hits this, I think you're right. If he hits this right, even if he doesn't make it, if he can nudge it on that number and put it in the front of the pocket a little bit more and leave the cue ball right where that is, that's not a bad spot. I'll let most anybody shoot from here on that 2 and try to come around a couple rails for the 4. Here we go. Nope. Catch a 4. Good try, though. That wasn't easy. Oh, look at this now. 4 goes. Yeah, with ball in hand, the 4 goes. Bogie will have to get him. Well, actually, I think, yeah, Finney can take the 2, come back for the 4, and then 4 to the 8. That's even easier. It looked initially that Finney would have to take the 4 with ball in hand, but that's pocketable pretty easy. So it looks like they're looking at a 3-1 lead in a race to 9. By my math, that's a third of the way there. That was close. That was awful close, wasn't it? And we got to watch this. Bogie could graze this 8 ball. I'd hit this pretty firm. I don't want to float by there and just have the cloth or something kind of drifted into the 8 even. Hit it firm. There you go. Good shot. Good shot. How many teams do you have left, or did it fill? Change the rating cap? Sure. Yeah, because a lot of us will be at VNEA for that. I know Josh and Rob are our team, and yeah, Josh and Rob are our team, and they're going to be out there. Friday night tournament. Got about 25 minutes to sign up. It's like 4,000 plus in that jackpot side pot. Smaller the field on the Fridays, the better chances you have. What you got now? No, what you got now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Let's say we pick you for the first place, and let's say we pick John Condra the second envelope. If he places in the money, he gets 75. Oh, okay, sure. Have you paid any out yet? Then does it? Who got paid out? Nice. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Yep. Yep. So can somebody still win the entire jackpot though? Nope. Oh, the thousands cap now. Okay. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, that's trouble now. The 11 might go, but that cue ball might float across and off the 12 and off the 7. Does the 12 go? Boy, my eyes are bad. I don't think that 12 goes from here, but oh, that does. Yeah, looking over at the table. Sure. I don't mind that ball, but that 11 looks like you'd definitely scratch off that 12 or the 7, or both of them. Oh, my goodness, just outside. Yeah, it'll go. Yeah, the 1 will go on the side, and then that'll put you on the 3. Yep. This is what he wants to start out with here. I think he's got to take the deuce right now. Take the deuce, come onto the left side rail, come back for the 7, and then the 7 gets you to the 1. 1 gets you on the 3. 3 come out for the 4, and then you deal with the 6 and the 5. Yep. Over to the side rail and back out. Yep, there you go. 7 and the 1. Now Bogie has to get on the right side of this 1 ball, or Fenny's going to have to run into the 3 ball. So he's got to get him a pretty good shot on this. Yeah, you don't want to be. Yep. It's imperative on that ball because you might not get back for that 3. You might get on it again, but you might not like the angle you're shooting it. That looks good. Drew it back just a little bit. I like that. I don't know if I worry about the 5 down there. It goes, but I think if you go from the 4 to the 6 will get you on the 5 on the side or the corner. And then you got to figure something on the 8, though. Be nice to take that 6 last. Or the 4, but I think it'll be decided more by Bogie than by Finney what order they're going to take. That's not a knock at him either. It's just being the lower rated player. Sometimes they will put the cue ball in a position where it's past the line. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, we all do it. Just more consistency. Did he get it? Did he get in the 5? Yep. Boy. What if you went 5 and then cue ball in between the 13, 15? Oh, that's so risky, though. You can't do that. But that would solve a lot of troubles for you. That 8 would go on the side then. If he gets a good angle on the 6 here, he could bump into the 8 and then run the 8 over to the side rail. But I think Fenny's going to have to put Bogie on it from the 5 to the 8, find a pocket. Now, if Bogie can draw back to that rail and give Mike an angle on that 5, then it gets pretty easy. But I think he's going to come down, ain't he? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Fenny doesn't have many options because both pockets. Yeah, 8 in the corner, but Bogie's got to get there first. Oh, good shot, Bogie, and he got him an angle on the 5 too. Well done. Well done, kid. Well done. Way to hit that ball a little bit firmer too, Bogie. Way to go, man. That's what you got to do sometimes. We get so spoiled with the equipment, with the Simonis. We can dink and dunk and kind of, pitter-patter all the way around the table. Every now and then, you got to stroke that ball. It's like that brass ring's up there. Go and grab it. Don't go up and scratch at it. Go grab that thing. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah. I think if you go follow on that ball rather than draw, though, and force it into that rail with some follow. He does have the 8. Yeah, he does have a shot. No, I think he has enough. Yeah, no, I think he does have enough of that 8. Yep. Definitely not ideal, though. But sometimes we got to shoot these shots. Everybody makes their percentage of the tough ones. Yeah, well. Man, put him up 4-1, too. This is a big, big 8-ball here. Look at this. Oh, just outside. Man, that looked good. 11 goes in the side. And look at that 10 ball. Oh, look at that ball. What a horrible place for a pool ball. We should be able to make a rule in pool where you like in the bars where you can move it one butt length away from the rail. Remember those? I used to see those rules up north all the time. You could move a ball away from the rail with one cue ball, one length of your butt, and everybody would grab like the 28-ounce cue because they had a wider butt, so you could move it further away. Oh my goodness, Bush League bar pool right there. Those were the days. Cue ball that was about the same size and a half of a regular pool ball. Remember those big cue balls? Couldn't draw them very much, but man, if you got that thing with some follow on it, watch out. God, those were the equipment was just crazy back then. I don't know about that 12 either. Yep, draw this back. Get better on the 12. I like the 11 to float over the rail, then take the 10. Depends on how much rail there is above that 10, though. It might have to go in the upper corner. Sometimes if it's close to that point and you bring it down in the lower corner, that cue ball can kill off that, which, the 8 ball ain't in a bad spot, though. But that 10 is... Yeah. Well, the 11 will get him there. It's just how much rail is above that 10 to play off of, though. Oh, 10's going up table now. Yeah, he's lining up too. Yeah, look at that little spot there. Is that on the screen or? Yeah, that's on the screen. Yep. Yeah, it just end up straight in is probably not real ideal either. Yep. Yeah, he's going to have the same kind of a back cut from here that if he took it down in this corner. Now I think the better shot here is to roll forward. If you go past the 8, that's fine. I think it gets easier to come down table if you go forward. He's going to try to create an angle. Oh, yeah. And he was trying to create an angle that he didn't have. Oh, no. Yep. Well. Yeah, nobody wants it, do they? I think you got to leave the cue ball down here on this rail if possible. I don't know if that cuts. It might, but leaning over the table like that, boy, that gets tough. Yeah, that's just Scott Tollefson. Yeah, I heard he can stand at the end of the table on a 9-foot and then pick the pockets out of the drop pockets and the side pockets. He's that tall. His arms are that long. I see him winning championships in volleyball in Florida all the time. I like this play. Keep the cue ball on that rail. Make it a little bit tough if you miss it. Makes that 10 ball really, really tough up table. That's not a bad cue ball. Yep. It's not a bad cue ball, but that 8 ball is in a tough spot now. Yep. 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 Bogie has to bank at it. Yep. Yep. I might go across to the side rail and bring the 10 back down. Even if I make it. It's not bad. Oh, it's even going to get in between? Oh, he left him. Yep. My play is to go off the 10 over to the right side rail, up to the upper end rail over about the first diamond, and bank the 10 back down towards the pocket by the 8 ball. If it goes in there, fine. But I want my cue ball a little bit left of where it is right there to make it a weird angle for my opponent to bank. But they left Bogie with a cut. This is makeable. This is very makeable. Oh, playing safe. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You want to test me? Bogie says, how about I test you? You shoot this shot. That was. Yeah. Bogie looks like he might have been playing some one pocket. Well, James, you make it. You should have this game, but boy, this is a tough one. Trust your stroke. Trust your stroke. Good shot. Very good shot. Wow. Impressive. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Beautiful night out there, so thanks for catching some pool. If you get a chance, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or the like button on your app or browser and head over to What Now in Pool, the podcast, and do the same thing there. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the support and all the views. Good shot. Good shot. Nice out. So 2-3, James and Jeremy at the table racking. Race to 9. Be right back in just a few seconds. Alrighty. Back. 2-3 from Jeremy and James' perspective. Jeremy at the table breaking. And again, we are race to 9. This is BCA rules. Wow. Smack. Like he was mad at those balls. Holy. Well, that ball will put you on the 12. The stripe down there does go in the lower right corner. If you get on the 11 right, and then you just bump into the 6 and you're on the 15. So I like stripes a lot. I wonder if that 6 goes by, but no, got to take stripes here. Real simple shape here. Oh, no, he missed the ball. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, from here, what I do is I obviously take the 12, call that ball in the corner there, the 10. Not the 10, but take the 12 in the lower right corner, call that ball, and then I float over. Oh, he is solids. Never mind. I thought, did I miss a shot? Because I thought it was still open there. I thought that was off the break. You got to float down on the 6 now. And you're going to have to find a way to come back for that 8 ball. Good shot, Bogie. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. He hit that so close. A little bit lighter on that ball. He not only can pocket the 6, but he can move the 8 and make it easier to get to. I thought it was open, wasn't it, Piper? I don't know why he didn't take that 12 combo then. Because you shoot the 12 on the hanger and you float over, take the 10, come back on the 11, and everything's laying down there for you to get in the 8 ball. Man, oh, man. He might have thought that it wasn't open. That's the only reason I think that Mike went with solids there. Is he might have thought that the table wasn't open, and that's, in my opinion, that's a mistake right there because I'm taking that 12 combo 1,000 times out of 1,000 from that spot. Yeah, that as from a commentator's perspective was an unforced error in my opinion. I'd have been all over stripes from there, man. Look at these balls now. Yep. 12-14 to start all this out. The thing you don't want to do now is just bump that 6 to where you tie up the 8, you know, from going to that lower right corner. But he hit that. Oh no. Oh, that was close. Oh, my goodness. Now, he's kind of straight in. Yeah. He wasn't intending for that second ball to drop, but you have to play with that in mind that if that other ball goes, that I don't leave my partner straight in. So now he's going to draw back and come underneath that 6. And that'll work. James can go over to the right side row, follow this up the table. 12 goes upper right corner, 10 on the side, 8 in the lower right corner. Yeah, there you go, right there. I'd go even past that. Go past it. Even if you come up short, it's not the end of the world, but going long here is wide open. You have the whole half of the table up table to go to. About a foot more, but that'll work. Just float the ball, go over, run into the 1 if you want. And, you know, eight's pretty makeable from anywhere up there. Even if you get a back cut from the right side of the table. But all about speed on this shot. No, I don't want to draw. I don't want to slide and get behind that 1. If I finish anything, I'm going to go forward into the rail and I'm going to bump into the 1. But I don't prefer to do that either. I just roll this ball in. Float out a little bit. Yeah. I think he's talking himself into being tougher than it is. Us pool players love to do that. He went into it. Yeah. See, if I'm going into that 1, I'm going to go into the rail and then into the 1 with follow, because then my partner has a full cue ball. Yeah, if he cheats at the left, he does too. Yep. James should be able to handle this, though. Yep, well done. Yep, very well done. Race to 6. they go hill, flip and play for it all. It looks like we got a players break. Take a minute, and we'll be right back, folks. Thanks for tuning in. So, race to 6 now. BCA rules. Upper left corner of your screen, of course, we got Bogie and Mike. Upper right corner, James and Jeremy. Jeremy's racking. And I think Jeremy will be the one breaking as well. In this format, contrary to what you see a lot of times in Scotch doubles, they whoever pockets the 8-ball, they can still break in the next game. Sometimes they have it where whoever pockets the 8, their teammate has to break. But here you can just, whoever wants to break can break them up. Didn't get a ball, and it's wide open for Stripes. Looking a lot better. I don't like that 7-5 much, but if that 10 ball was a solid, then I do like the 7-5 because I could use the 3 and just run into him. 10 gets you on the 12. 12 gets you to the 11. 15 goes in the lower left corner. Yeah, Stripes, baby. Let's run him. He could back cut that 4 and run into the 5-7, but I don't like that either. That might be one of those, if you're playing for drinks in a bar again, you want to go that route, but I like this. I like the choice for sure. You just have to not get behind that 3-ball, Bogie. There you go. Even if you draw back a hair, that's fine too. Stop is good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, one does back cut in the upper right corner. It does go in the upper left corner as well. You'd have to snap it with some inside draw and bring the cue ball around a couple few rails, but the upper right corner on the 1 is dicey too. That's quite the back cut. Yeah, I think I'm taking it that way too, though. Go 1, 2, maybe 3 rails. Come across for the 3 again. 1, 2, 3 rails. Angle on the 3. Hold up. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. That was so close to perfect on that 3. Yeah. How many White Claws does Billy into, though? We got to factor that into the equation. Craven Carnage in the house. Yep, back cut on the 6. Cue ball runs into the 7-5. Got to be careful you don't splash this too hard, though, because you got a lot of stripes down there that 7 might end up with. Timekeeper guy, just note to everybody, was on time today. He was on time. Oh, boy.
I was just informed by Mark Steinhaus we have Big Tom Paterka watching all the way from St. Cloud, Minnesota, Mark.
Man, that is a long-distance fan there. St. Cloud. I went to school in St. Cloud. I got a lot of love for St. Cloud people. What was that saying back when I went to St. Cloud? Huskies do it doggy style. Is that what it was? I used to rock that shirt. Ended up at 10 with the 2 with the whatever it was. Far too many times. But yeah, I love St. Cloud. Man, that was a fun town. I got an education, but it wasn't at the college. Oh, boy. Man, good shot, Bogie. I think you might have been trying to bump that 6, so, huh? Well, well, well. Look what we got here now.
Thanks for coming out here and open a fish the weekend. So I'm going to add 100 at first place just for the hell of it. How's that, everybody?
You are late, Craven, but you know what? We're going to give you a pass this one time. We will give you a pass. No penalty for being late. If we don't penalize the timekeeper guy, we're not going to penalize our viewers. Oh, my. I am on a roll of one direction. DQ extension? What happened? What happened there? I think you ran out of time. Yep. I think you ran over time, yeah. Yeah, I think there was a time shot violation. Yep, time clock violation. Here, how about this, James? Put the cue ball right down on the bottom rail and stop shot on the 6. There you go. There you go. You don't make the ball. Boy, I will not like being stripes from here. Look at this. Yep. That's a good spot right there. Very good spot. Careful we don't catch the bottom edge of that 12 and run that cue ball right at the 8-ball bogey. It wouldn't be bad, though, to catch the 12 and come down to the bottom rail and go under the 8, but boy, that's tough. That is tough. Not a bad try, and that's not a bad cue ball. I mean, you got the 2 on the side, but that's not a bad shot there, Bogie. That was pretty good. I like that he hit that with pace. Craven's apologizing for being late. Whoever I know who Craven Carnage is, but everybody's got these nicknames. Yeah, roll it in, float, and hold up. Hold up. You want to get an angle to go into that 5-7. Yep. Yeah, you don't want to get too crazy on this. That's good. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Stop shot on that 5 and put him right behind that 7. Yeah, that was bad luck. You know, we've talked about it before about bad rolls. That was kind of a bad roll. That was kind of a bad roll, the way the 5 nestled like that. You know, every now and then it's, you know, we do it to ourselves more often than not, but I would even say that was kind of a bad roll. Look at Fenny grabbing his cue. Watch it. That's old school right there. He was shooting next, but that was pretty. Yeah, he was up next, but that was still pretty sporty. Yeah, he's in trouble here, man. This is not a good spot for stripes. Yeah, I think the only way out of it for stripes right now is to kick a ball in from here because they are sitting really good for solids, and there's not really any place to hide off of a kick shot here. Yep. Yep. Well, look at this. Look at the 6. Tied the 6 up. It does go to the right corner, but boy, that's not easy to get shape on there. He might actually be able to break it out off the 3. I think I shoot the 3 right here. Go 1, 2 rails into the 6-13. Yep, back cut the 3, run the cue ball into the 13-6. Because you're going to have to move it anyways. You could even, well, I think the 13 goes by there, don't it? Yeah. So you're not safe to, yeah. Yeah. That's tough, though. There ain't much of a line there from where, you know what I mean? It comes across. Oh. Yeah. 6-3. 6-3. 6-3. 3 and 6. Yeah, man. As soon as it goes through, my mind just goes spinning around. And oh, look at this. Here we go. Bump. Man. Yeah, it is. A little low left on this, maybe. Kill the cue ball on the upper right side rail. 6 in the lower left corner. And these guys are going to jump ahead by a game. It does go in the, yep, does go in the lower right corner too if he wants to go that way. It's actually probably less of a back cut, but you have to stroke it more to get back across. Just outside a little bit. Yeah. I wonder in that situation if James makes that ball more going to the other corner pocket than back cutting. You know, going down here to the lower right corner and then snapping it across more. I like the back cut. Yeah, I think it leads it easier to the 7, but it might have been an easier shot going to that corner. Yeah, he is. And then spun out a little bit with some outside, yeah. Oh, no. They don't have a pocket. Yeah. They don't have a pocket. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go thin off that 13, run the cue ball over to the lower left side rail and get down below the 8 ball. Right on that first diamond would be my target. Unless does that 12 go by? No, it don't go by there. That's my play to get safe. He could go 15-6, make the 6, and put the cue ball over there and make him bank the 7 too. That's not a bad play. Yeah, off the left side rail. Just float. Came up a little bit light. Still, tough shot from there. If he goes upper right corner, there's some scratch in the left side pocket. If he goes upper left corner, there's some scratch in the right side pocket. You can avoid both scratches, but it's definitely in play. Good shot. Wow. Man, he hit that one good. Very, very good shot. You want to win some matches, you make those balls when they're in front of you like that, because everybody makes their tough ones, but you've got to make those sometimes. Okay. There's so many dials up there, I have no idea. Yeah, very good. 4-3. Jeremy should be breaking. Oh, good out. Bogie and Finney had an opportunity at that. And regardless of how Bogie ended up, I think Finney hit his ball even worse, floating down there. I think he should have went into them a little bit more firm, because floating into it, he was only going to just, the 15 wouldn't go on the side. So by floating into it, he was almost setting up a recipe for disaster. And if he hits that a little bit more firm, floats into it, he may go off that, and all of a sudden the 15 goes in the upper right corner, goes in the side, maybe the 12 goes in one of the corners. So, and I'm not blaming, Bogie or Finney on that, but I think Finney could have recovered from that. Bogie didn't put him in that bad of a spot. Yeah, he did. Wow. Look at the 4-1 combo, 3-ball combo. Is he going to shoot the 10 of that? If he could shoot that 10 thin, that is wired. But yeah, no, I don't think he has enough of it. look at that 6 ball down by the 8 ball too. Boy, solids are they're messy. I think he has my best shot I'm going to take is that stripe up in the upper corner there. I don't think I want solids at all. So yeah, if he got the 9, take it. You got to work out that 15 somehow though. Well, he does have a full cue ball in that 12 up table. So he might 13 ball, the one up table there, yeah. He does have a full cue ball to stroke that ball in, so. And the 15, here's the thing though, that 15 does go in the upper right corner off that 14 ball. But that's a tough spot to get to. Yeah, that's.
Attention blue players, who stairs at 101st. First place tonight, the 19 players, $255. Thanks for playing.
Come around a couple rails with this. Even if I get on the 10 on the side, but I want to be above the table for it. That's all right though. Still running. Still running. Now, if he takes this 10 down here, or 14 down here, and tries to force follow, that cue ball is going to kill down there. He's not going to come off that end rail with blazing speed. He might even be better to try to shape this 15 off this ball. He's going to play it safe. Oh, that was a 12 on top of the one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that 12 was on top of that. I thought for some reason that was a 4. My bad. That made that pretty easy, but he missed it. So 1 can jam that hole down there if you want to make the 1. And if I'm going to shoot this ball, though, I'm going to do everything I can to bump that 6 to open that up for me. Just enough so I can make the 6 in either corner. Something like that right there. Oh, and I don't think it goes now. Oh, yeah, it goes. It goes. Man, oh man, that was almost disastrous. But unfortunately for solids, that 12 will go off that 1 ball. And then they'll have the 15 in the upper corner. Yep, right there, Jeremy. You're making me look like I know what I'm talking about, Jeremy. At least part of the time. And that is quite the feat that you're accomplishing. Now that 12 got a little bit tougher here. And I know James probably doesn't want to shoot it from where he's at, but I think he should. Just because off that 10, I don't know if I like my angle off that 10 now. Yep, I agree with this, James. I agree with this 100%. Just watch that double kiss in the 15 so it doesn't stay over on that rail there. Like that, double kiss. That's what I feared would happen. I think he had to follow on that. And then the follow would have put the cue ball on the bottom part of the 15, and the 15 would have rubbed out into the table a little bit, and he would have had a shot in either corner. I don't think draw on that was, obviously in hindsight, it wasn't the right shot. Let's see where they have a pocket at. Oh, wow, look at that 10 ball go. Wow. Wow. Now, James would have had a cross bank on the 15 of the lower left corner. There is that shot available. Solids, though, can climb right back into this and make it a tie. Just 1 game back. Not a big climb. Nothing wrong with this ball either first. I kind of like it, Bogie. If any can use that 1 maybe to get you on the 5. And if that 6 goes real clean off that 8 ball, you got the 2 or the 6 to choose from after this ball. Unless you want to even take the 5. If any could even run the 2 in, go up to the upper end rail and run down at the 15-5, but that's another shot you do if you're playing for drinks in the bar. Don't do it in a match like this. But if you got quarters up on the table behind you and you got drinks on the line, take that 2, run up table, and make everybody in the bar think you don't know what you're doing. he missed it. Not only did he miss it, he tied the 8 ball up. Oh, yuck. Oh, boy. I think the 8 is bankable in the upper left corner, but man, oh, man, oh, man. It might not bank even. If it does, he's going to have to pinch it. Can he cross bank to 15 and run the cue ball down into it? No. Oh, scratch on it. Oh, man. I don't know if you were going to run into it from that way, James. And I think you might have been better off just going a couple rails and trying to get Jeremi on a bank in that corner. I don't think you could run into the ball from there. The only way I think you could have ran into that ball is if you cross-banked to 15, the upper left corner, and brought the cue ball straight down. But even then, I don't like that because I don't think it's going to move the 8 enough for you. Careful here, Bogie. Yeah, it's like I thought. Careful. Careful, careful, careful. That's tough. I think I would have took the 2 and bumped the 4 down the left side rail so it comes out a little bit and then leave me an angle so I can go from the 4 and into the 8-1, and then I would have had that 6 in the lower left corner. The only reason I mentioned that is that Bogie seemed like he was so close to it, he wasn't comfortable where he put that ball in hand. So I think the better shot would be the 2 in the side, bump the 4 down the rail towards the pocket, maybe just a diamond, diamond and a half or so, and then leave yourself an angle so you can run in and break those balls out from there. But Solid still has the advantage in this rack, I think, especially now. It does cut. Yeah, it does cut. There is a cut here. Watch the scratch off the 2 in the side. And heaven forbid, maybe off the left side rail, off the 2 up in the corner even, but that's really... Yeah, this is not an easy shot here. Holy cow. I think he's going to make it. Yep. Man, what a shot, Jeremi. Wow. Wow, that is clutch. That is clutch. Man, oh man, is that a good shot. Holy cow. You want to win matches? You pocket balls like that when they're looking at you. You want to win a few $1,000s? Pocket balls like that when they're in front of you. You know what? You want to win tournaments? You make those balls like that once in a while and they come up. Tough spot, man. What a shot. But they're taking a little nature break right now. We'll be back in about a minute or so. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alrighty, we're back, folks. 5-3, James and Jeremy, the St. Cloud Posse, on top by a couple of games. James, are you checking out the stream? Hey, James. Hello, James. Type hello if you're on the stream, James. So Friday night battle. This is the championship again. $6,000 for first place, $4,000 for second place. You're not getting shirts. You're not getting gift cards and nothing like that. You're getting cash. $6,000 cash. $4,000 cash. Cash, cash, cash. Cash in, cash out. This is what they play for right here. Gotta love it. These guys have played their hearts out to get to this point in the match, in the tournament. And we're at 5-3, race to 9. 2 games separate them. All cash payout. All cash. Bogie said if they win, he's taking me to the casino with his share. Actually, Bogey's wife, he didn't actually say that. So but I got him in trouble enough. Maybe he'll buy a few more shares of ownership with the Packers. You get a certificate for everybody in the family. Man, oh man, this is just crazy. There's so much money on the line. Really liking Stripes here too. I mean, they have just, what a layout sitting in front of them. St. Cloud Posse in the house. But upper left corner, Bogie and Finney are far from out of Finney's. Are you calling an Uber on your phone, Finney? Why are these people on their phones in a match with thousands of dollars on the line? I mean, I get James doing it when he wasn't when they were on a player's break, but man, oh man, you're in a match with $4,000 and $6,000 on the line. I mean, you're guaranteed 4, I guess. Maybe you can be on your phone. But holy cow! If I'm his partner though, and I'm not trying to, I am calling you out, Mike. If I'm Bogie, I'm saying, hey, I need you. Play Words with Friends later. There you go, Fenny. Yeah, he must have heard me. Oh my goodness! Unless you're having your other half's having a baby or something, this kind of money in the line, I don't know why people be on the phone when they're not at the table. I would be paying attention, but that's just me. Who am I to judge? Man, this looks good for you guys. Looking at 6-3 right in front of you here. One step closer to that 6K. Gonna go into the rail, come across, try to shape the 9 on the side maybe. That'll work. Still got the 14, but on a ball like that, if I'm gonna play that, I'm gonna come forward a little bit more and try to get on the 9. If I don't get on it, great, no big deal. But this will work just fine. These guys are doing just fine. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Hold your tickets, as Mr. Jared Bailey would like to say. Hold your tickets, folks. He does have a full cue ball to elevate and hit some draw on this, though. So he isn't in an ideal spot, but it could be a lot worse than where he is right there. He has a full cue ball. Oh man, that was close too. It was not an easy ball, but he did have a full cue ball. So, man, and really, Jeremy could have played a little bit softer and just played for the 9 on the left side, or it even goes up in the corner. But hindsight's always 20/20. Well, not always. Some people keep making the same mistakes. Not talking about this match, but all right, Bogie. 7 ball. Cue ball will come across the table. If you get real aggressive, there is a path to the left side pocket, but if I commentate Kersey on that, Bogie, I will apologize profusely. I might even become an owner of the Packers, too, just to make up for it. I'll get my little certificate. Yeah, I thought that. That was... Oh, man, the cue ball almost got lucky up there. Bogie might have been a little bit concerned on that. That was kind of a weird angle, and you're shooting off the rail a little bit, and that's an easy ball to miss. When you're elevating a little bit and you're shooting a cut like that, a little bit off that cue, you're squirting. The cue ball's getting pushed down into the table a little bit, so it's going to squirt a little bit. It's going to swerve off to the left, swerve off to the right. Watch this. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, wow, that was close, too. There we go. Shot. 6-3 now. Race to 9. Man, oh man, oh man. What a tense match. I was asked before this by Mr. Timekeeper guy what my prediction was on this match. And my answer was that I felt that the winner of this match was going to be decided by how one individual plays. I thought that would be the decision maker. And here's the kicker. It's probably not who everybody on the stream is thinking that I was mentioning at this stage in the match. It's probably not who you're thinking. And I'm not saying I was right, but there's a few instances where I think if I was a betting man in Vegas, I would be pushing all my chips in. Here's a song here, Taylor. 85 miles an hour through the mountains in Utah. Dude, there is no better song. The Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, cranked up. 85 miles an hour coming up over those mountains. Oh, my God. There's no better song. There's no better song, man. I tell you. Love it. A week and a half, I'll be driving that road. 3 in the side. Back cut, low left. Shot. What's that?
He got smelled from the 2 ball.
Yeah, the 7 will go on the side. The 2 will go after the 7 is pocketed. And the 4 will help get on the 5 ball. You could use the 7 to get on the 5, bump that stripe, but I like going from the 4 to that. Yeah, the light right there. The only thing with that, you got to be real careful you don't push that stripe up into the 7 ball and form a menage a trois with that 2-7-15. So, so many times in 8 ball especially, we will move balls. We have to break something out, and then we move it into another area and mess something else up. So it's imperative a lot of times on those breakouts, when we talk about being on the right side of the ball, it makes it easier to control, and it makes it easier to control the balls that you're breaking out too. You watch guys like Jesse or TJ and Rob and these upper players, and a lot of their breakouts, they don't hit them near the speed that us peasants do. And there's a reason why they win so often. Because when you do a breakout, you don't want to blast things around. You start controlling them. Like this here. Watch this. Very nice. Nope. Dale, not a bad guess either, but nope. Nope, that isn't right either. Valid guess though, very valid, but that's not the person. And again, I don't mean to single anybody out. Just so you know, that's not fair. And I was asked by somebody, who I thought was going to win this match, and I root for everybody. All right, I'm not biased. I'll cheer for these guys. I'll cheer for the other team. But I just felt that the play of one individual out of these 4 would decide the match, and that's not a knock on the player. I just want to be 100% clear on that. It's not a knock on the player. It's just situational. right here, tailing. That base, 85 miles an hour, come off of a mountain pass. You got like 30 miles in front of you.
I do like this song.
That is living, man.
It's a good song.
Oh, my goodness. Nice try on that ball. That was not an easy shot. That was not an easy shot. Now, here we go, Stripes. Let's climb back into it. It all starts right here. You don't have to win all the games to catch up right now, but you got to get this one, in my opinion. I mean, it goes without saying, yeah, it'd be nice to get back to 6-6, but I think it's more imperative that you get this game. Starts with 1. Man, if that 2 wasn't there, he could play a real good safety up table, but he's going to have to come up with a shot. You got this, Bogie. Stroke it in like you mean it. Nice and firm. Follow through. Stay down. Don't float it. The cue ball can get away from you in that lower right corner if you float this. That'll work. You're okay. Tied up that pocket, too. Not intentional, but, man, that will work out for you guys. That tough ball on that table for them is at 15. Got to find a way to get on it. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, well, he's got a shot. That could have sat a lot worse off that. Could have sat a lot worse off that ball. Now, if he does cut this and draws and avoids that scratch, he may end up having to shoot that 15 towards that 8, so that's not ideal either. And I almost like banking this ball, but there's not many people on this stream that are envious of Bogie, but I like his shot here. Very smart, bud. Very, very smart. That was very smart. Take away everything instead of trying to shoot at that ball. You pocket that ball and try to pocket and don't make it, you probably lose the game. Yeah, be careful on this safety here. You don't want the cue ball to float through this and make the 8. Gotta be very careful here. All right, Mr. Mike. Straight on in the corner. You got a little bit of an angle, though, so you can come back and then get out on the table and give Bogie the 15. You could even follow forward on this, I think. But he's going to have to really, yeah, he's going to go forward. I kind of like this. You're going to have to give it a good stroke, though. It's more imperative to get out in the middle of the table than get down on the table. And that's a different route than I anticipated. I think he had to go inside and go out to the middle of the table and just leave that thin cut on the 15. Uh-oh. Yeah, boy, that's a tough little spot right there. Yep. So anyways, again, my question, or what I gave for who I thought would win, that wasn't a knock at anybody at all, but situational 100%, and I think my prediction is so far accurate. Oh, good try, good try. Good try, man, good try. Yeah, 7-3. Yep, 7-3, yep. Yep. Yeah, that's. I felt that they had to, whether Bogie and Mike would win more, put a 2 or 3 together. I felt that they had to win this game, 4-6. I mean, even if they get to 4-7, you're still there. But now it's 7-3. Oh boy, it's It's getting tough. It is getting tough, but you're still in it. Don't give up. Don't give up. We've seen so many teams come back from deficits bigger than this. It was, yeah, well, I don't know why we got to bring that up. It's 9-2. We were ahead. Yeah, 10. Yeah, Hanks was. Yeah, that's right. Yep. And we had, then yeah, me and Josh had them down 9-1, I think, and they came back. Yeah, they ended up losing that match. Yeah, they did it back to us. Yep. But I remember when that match, I think Austin missed a ball on the side, kind of what I did with them too. Now Austin's going to Vegas with us. Oh, I love his game too. Austin Olson's got a solid game. What's that? Jeez, it's my break. Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, I think that's wired, the 1150. I'm going solids. I'll take that 6. Well, maybe not. I might take stripes here. Yeah, I think I would. I think I'll take stripes here. If that combo's wired, he could take it right now. Cue ball goes 1, 2 rails into the 3, and then the 11 will sit there. Yep. Yeah, if he's going this way, you're right. Try to get it on the 9 somehow. Try to move it somehow. Not from there, though. Yep. Yep, yeah, because he would have had a line off that 12 to go over towards it. But there's another angle, too. You can take the 13 next and the lower left corner, come down to the bottom rail, run into it, too. Which I think would be the better play. Maybe even go up. Well, I think I'll go up table and take that 14 first. Yeah, 14 first, then do that combo, clean those balls up, and come down. I don't like leaving that 9 for my last shot, but at this point they kind of have to now. But you could go 14 and then play the 13 next, and then break out the 9, because that combo is makeable from anywhere you can see that 11 ball. I kind of like that better. 14 to the 13 now. Yep. Yep. See, if I'm him right now, I'm taking that 13. I'm taking that 13 right now because it's a perfect angle to move that 9. That 11-15 is wired, and that way I'm not taking my 9 as my last ball. Is he going 15? Yeah. This will work still, but man, he plays safety. Yeah. Man, I'm taking that 13 right there, and I'm shutting the door on these guys, but. You know what I mean? I'm going to slam that door on them and go 8-3. But I get it too. You're still in control of the match. You don't necessarily have to take my shot because look at where you put them now. They are in trouble for solids. I think, does the 5 go in the lower right corner? No. It's tied up in that 11 too much, ain't it? You got to remember that 9 is tough for them to access, so don't move it. Not bad. That'll work. That'll work, Mike. Not bad. See, now here's the reason why I would have took that 13 from where Jeremi was. Now you're not in a position to go after that breakout from anywhere on the table. Yeah, he might not know how to throw that in. Because if it's not, yeah, because if it wasn't wired, you can make that ball. And the trick on that is if it's not wired, you shoot it on the opposite side that a person would try to cut that combo in. You go to the opposite side, it's like bicycle gears. It'll turn. You can throw that ball a long direction with no English. And if you have to throw it a lot of ways, then you can throw English on that. So consider, if you got to throw that second ball to the left, your cue ball, if you put left English on it, it'll throw the next ball to the right and the ball after that to the left. So if it's off and pointing to the upper rail, then you just hit left English if you have to throw it more. Most often you can just hit that side of the ball and it'll throw it for you. It's gears. It's just like bicycle gears. One will turn one way and it turns the other one the other way. It's such a valuable thing to learn on those combos when they're not wired like that. How to make them. And almost more importantly is when it's more valuable is to know when to not to try to shoot them. Because you don't always have to make them either. So, hey, thanks, Sharon. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. We'll be out there doing the drawing on that April Larson cue for the podcast and have a couple other things we might do with that podcast out there. But I am tentatively, and we're still waiting confirmation. The guy is up fishing in the mountains, but there is a top-ranked pro who does a commentating and other stuff now that has tentatively volunteered to be the drawer for our cue drawing. And the only thing I can say, because we don't have 100% confirmation, but according to Rob Matson, who I had reach out to him, and I've communicated with this guy before myself as well, but he sounded excited about it per Rob, and Rob is not one to blow smoke up anybody. So if you know anything about the freezer, stay tuned, because he may be getting involved. And that is exciting stuff. Well, James, banking the 11. I like it. Look at the shot. Oh, man, you hit that good, too. That was a well-hit bank shot. You didn't make that ball, but that was a well-hit bank shot. That's like a one-pocket stroke for banking a ball right there, man. You hit that one pretty good. James is a fan of the game as well, of one pocket. So now Bogie could go off the 5 ball, make that stripe in the upper left corner gently, and that is a really tough spot for stripes from up there. He's gonna. I think he's gonna try to draw into it, which is not a bad play either. Draw into it and move the 5, maybe pocket that stripe with the 5. Nope. So now if you're stripes, you still have to do something on this 9 ball. I think the 9 does cut. If you can get on it, I think it cuts down in the lower right corner. If that cue ball was up maybe right there, yeah, that's cuttable. I don't want that for my last ball to get on the 8 ball, but that ball is cuttable. Pretty good shot. You got kind of unlucky running into the 6 like that. It pushed them over to the right side of the table more. Jeremi had a good ball on that, and they just caught that 6. You see how he ended up over on the right side? I think he would have been in the middle of the table more. It would have been a little bit better angle on this. Sometimes you just got to go.
I don't think they can hear me at all, Mark. Billy just said can't hear at all.
Can't hear anything out of you? Uh-oh.
I'm trying. I'm barely thinking.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wow. What a good try. What a good try.
Look at 8 ball now.
Yep. Well, the 1 will clear the 8 if you can get in between the 4 and the 9 on that line there. And, well, he might be able to off the 7 now, too. Yep. Yeah, I think he can. Yep. Follow through. Yep. Oh, nope. Stunned it more than he followed. Yep. So now my next line would be to try to get in between that 4-9 and that line, take the 1 and slide over with some draw. But that 1's really close to that rail. That'll be a tough shot. Yeah, you really got to stroke that ball. I might be looking for a spot to go safe up here. Especially if that 11, no, the 11 goes, it's pretty accessible. So if you're going to play it safe, you got to tread very carefully. Good shot. Came out maybe a little bit much.
Gonna put the ball. That's a pretty good shot, Mike. I like it. You might have to go over if he's going to try to cut this 11, Jerry, and make the ruling of the tournament. How about rail first? Make the 9. Cue ball goes into the 4. Oh, boy. Who did I see is playing another match? Corey and somebody's playing 20 grand too. They got a Sergio. Yeah, Sergio Rivas. Yep. Yeah, it will. Race to 21. Yeah, that'll be a really good match. Yeah, if you can see that one bogey, I know that's probably looks like a good ball to move that 8, but I'd let Fenny worry about that with the 4 ball. And just make sure you make this ball and then let Fenny do this work, and then yep. Like, that's a good angle too. Man, well done. Well done. You got it. The only thing he has to protect against here is a cue ball being stuck down on the bottom rail. And he moved the cue ball off that rail. That's good. That's good. Now you just got to come up with a shot. You're straight into the 5. Good job, guys. Got to get this one. Now Mike might be over towards this left side rail, right about where that chalk is. Because it looks like Bogey's got a little bit of angle coming over here towards the rail some. Careful on the side. Watch the side. Oh, yeah, plenty. Good shot, too. Man, good shot. You got the cue ball out in the middle of the table more, and now Mike's just got to come up with one. Yep. Yeah, boy, yeah. This is. If I go inside, I go 3 rails swish right in the lower right corner pocket. And as soon as I hit it, I was like, man, I hit that good, and all of a sudden swish. But he's got to be careful too of the lower left corner and getting the 50-yard line. If he hits up by that chalk, he's in trouble. He's got to get almost a diamond and a half down. Like, yep, that was. Man, what a good cue ball, Mike. So now James can play a safe off this 9, or he can bank and go after the win. Yeah, it's a higher percentage. Yeah, it's a higher percentage. If you leave it over there and leave a back cut on the 3, though, then the question is, can Bogey get from the 3 to the 8? He's going to bank it up table in the upper left corner. If I'm going to bank, I'm going cross side. But I can see the value of this, too. Put the cue ball down on the bottom rail. Then look at what Jeremy would have had. He would have been at that kind of a shot. I think banking on the side was better. If you get the cue ball right where the 9 is, I'd let him try to get on the 8 from the 3. Yeah, he probably would have played it safe on that 3 coming back, though. Yeah, hide behind it. Yep. Hide behind. Put that ball in between the cue and the 3. Now, Bogey does have natural shape. If he wants to cut this 3, he's got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 rails. 8 will go in the lower left corner. Yep. 1, 2, 3, probably 4 rails on this. Uh-oh. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful bogey. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Man, bogey. Nice shot. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Way to grab that one. Still in it. Ain't going anywhere. 4-7, race to 9. Bogey's sitting on the wrong side up there. There he goes. So we have had one shot clock violation so far out of all the matches. No, we haven't seen it too often. And ironically, that's another clue to my question I put out there. Well, somebody asked me before the match who I liked, who I thought would win. And again, I was really clear on this, and I'm going to reiterate it. It's not going after any of the players at all. It's just situational. I feel that whoever's going to win this match would be decided on how one person plays, and nobody's guessed who it is. And it's not who a lot of people might think it would be. And so far, it's kind of played out that way. And again, that's not knocking on anybody at all. But it's played out. Yes, yeah, that was, wow, what a match. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Superior came back, man. Wow, did he play good to come back. Then he went up to Duluth and took second in the Gulliford tournament. Soup, it's your world, man. Nope. Sharon, nope. That's actually the guess that I thought most people would point to, but that is not who I was thinking either. Interesting, huh? Down here, Sharon guessed Bogie, and that is not correct either. And again, purely situational, nothing at anybody on it. I was asked this by somebody, and I'm sharing it with everybody here, not for any reason other than I feel that I had merit in my reply, and it is showing up. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it came from the beard. Yeah. Man, this is intense. Oh, boy. I'm so nervous. I'm nervous for everybody here. I'm just nervous for I just hope I want everybody to have a good match, and I'm just nervous for everybody. Yeah, I think the 14 goes up there too, so as long as he's not stuck behind that 4 ball. Yep. I don't. Oh my goodness! I thought he was getting behind the 4. Woo, yes, he did. Way to put a little touch on the end there, Jeremy. That was a pretty shot. That was a good shot. If I'm his partner, my heart probably would have stopped right there. I thought it was going to be stuck behind that 4. Oh my goodness, he hit that good. He's got a good stroke on the ball. He plays well. Yep. Yeah, yep. Ooh. Well, yeah. Yep. I might take the 14, though, and come down and back up for the 9. Unless he's got a comfortable cue ball. Yeah, it looks okay. Yep. That'll work. James can roll down past the 8 and then just cut it in the side. Yeah, I mean, I'd take it in the corner, but roll the cue ball past the 8 and then take the 8 in the side. Yeah, just like that there. Look at that. Man, that was beautiful. Yeah, it looked like it might go to the right a little bit, right? But shot that good. Yeah, watch upper left. Yeah, you don't want to hit it that way. Yeah, hit it with draw, man. Slide over and come over to the side rail below the 5 on your screen. Yeah, there you go. I don't think you wanted to hit with follow. Yeah, no, he's hitting low now, yeah. Yep, that's a good spot right there, yep. Man. Yep, 4, race to 9. One game away from 6K. What a tournament this has been. Every team in this event has just played their hearts out in this. It's been so much fun. And we got a really good finale right now, too. 8-4, race to 9. Bogie and Mike, you are not going anywhere yet. Keep those chins up over there. Let's pick up this game. 5-8, you breaking. Not a bad gig. Oh, boy, look at the stripes here. Oh, or solids, but yeah, I like the. Yep. Yeah, I think if I can move the 8, I think it would, just to make it more accessible. Oh. Yep. I don't know if he can cut that ball. He might have to bank that ball. Oh, he's going to jump the 15 now. Oh, boy. Or the 13. Probably better. Yep. Yep. I think the cue ball will end up better, too, if he makes hit with this. The cue ball will end up over on the low. Oh, maybe not that way. Holy cow. Wow. Somebody just lost their ankle. Travis, is your ankle okay?
Boy, they had a good shot of getting out there on that rack.
Yeah, I think James's shot was to roll into the 8 and then bump the 8 a little bit. And if you bump it a lot and end up like where the 8 is now, if the cue ball ends up there in the 11, you just go back for the 11. Because that ball goes in either pocket, upper left, upper right. It'll go either way. Congrats, Blad. Glad you got yourself a diamond, buddy. Nice. Good for him. I know Rob was setting that up today, talking about it and stuff, and good for him, man. Rodney got one the other day. Rodney Ransky? Yeah, he got one the other day. Diamond tables just flying off the shelves, everybody. Yeah, off the 4 here, he can get the 2. Yep, take the 2. And then just get up table. 3's wide open. This ball is probably the match right here. Because I don't know if you want to come back for that 2. A good shot. Even if you have to play it off the 13 now and draw straight back up, that's fine too. In fact, it was probably the better play now. But if you're going to do that, you're shaping the 7 or probably the 7. You're going all the way up to the 7. Or follow through like that. Uh-oh. Combo. Yep. Oh, man, somebody brought me some cheesecake. Are you trying to brown nose to me, Talon?
That's right, yep.
Thanks, Grandpa. Man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Cheesecake in the house.
Somebody just made Mark nice.
I am just ecstatic.
Mark Spanos just made
Yeah. 13 goes to the right corner, but real little window to get on it up there. I might leave that 11 because if I take the 11 to the right corner pocket from the line in between the 6 and 8, I can get on the 13 that way. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Yep. Kim said he was up here to play bingo, but since there was no bingo, he's going to play the tournament instead. So, Kim Stiegel, the bingo player. Yep. Yeah, I think he can get to the 13 there. Yep. And if he doesn't like the 13, yeah, you do have the 11 as a bail. I don't like going that side. I like your side, Jerry. 1, 2 rails, maybe the third rail over there, upper left, and shape the 13. Because no matter if you get in the 13, doesn't matter what you do for the 11. You're going to have a pocket for the 11. That's the line I wanted on the 11, but I don't know if he can get there from the 9. I know he can get to your spot up to the first 9 in upper left corner. 1, 2, probably 3 rails. Don't hold this for 11. If you go long, you have the 11. Just like that. Go. Well, you might have to go watch this hit. 13-3. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to go check this out. Oh, they're good. Okay. Watch a 3 double kiss this cue ball. It should stay up there, though. Oh, man, that was a good try. Well, it wasn't bad. It could have been worse. Look at what you did to the 3-6. Now, Mike, I think, can float off it, maybe get down here, but, boy. There's no real easy safety spots, except maybe off the 1. Bring the cue ball down here. You leave a bank on the 13, though. Yeah, I like opening these up if I can. Maybe he's pocketing the 6. Yeah, but he's got to not sell the 11. If you're going to do that, you got to get down to the bottom. If you get to the bottom, then you sell out the 13. It still isn't easy, though. If he makes this 11, he's not on the 13. He might be better off shooting the combo from here. I hate to say it, but if he pockets the 11, I think he's going to lose the 13. Yeah, he might be able to push through on the 3, right? Yep. Yeah, and maybe on this ball even too, just pocket speed, just gentle. It's really easy to lose this ball, though. Nice and slow. Yep, I think he bumped over a little bit. Jeremy will be getting out the pogo stick. Yeah, they are. Mr. Ron Lateral in the house. Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez. It's a St. Cloud posse, Ron. This is for it right here. 6K. 6,000 or 4,000. 5-8. 5-8, they're breaking. Oh. Hold your tickets, folks. Hold your tickets. Yep. Bogie looks energized. Yep. Upper left. No, he's going forward. Good shot. I think he's going to follow forward. I don't know if he'll go 2 rails. Going 1 for sure, though. Yep, 2 rails. Shot. Gave it a little bit of an angle. Finney might end up with a back cut on the 6. Yeah. Good shot, Bogie. Yeah, very good shot. Love that English on that cue ball, man. You hit that one so good. Yeah, I love that little spin you had on that, dude. You got that ball right out there. Good for you. Well done. And we got 5 to 8 after this ball here. I know. I'm waiting on my cheesecake right here. It's sitting right in front of me. Five, 8. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy, oh boy. Yep. Yep. Man, oh man. You know, the thing on that miss, too, that James on the ball is, I know it's not easy, but on that ball on the side, if you're going to miss that, you want to play the cue ball to lay right down here near that end rail. And I get stroking the ball so that you can, you know, get a more firm or crisp and clean shot on the ball on the side. But I'm playing a two-way on that, too, because if I get down here on the bottom rail and take away part of that cue ball, that 6 or that ball up in the, those are tough. It's easier said than done, though. So here we go. 5 to 8, 11. Oh my God! Look at that 11 ball hang up. Over half that ball is beyond the point of the rubber there. Look at that. Oh my God! Is that hanging? So you could take the 12. You could roll over to the left side rail there, and maybe take the 10, 8, 11. But I like almost coming down below those balls and using the 13, 2, 11 and going that direction. Like this. Yeah, I like getting down here. And he might even be able to go 13 combo 2, 11 now and move all those balls up there. I don't know if he can catch the edge of that 13 enough, though, being on the bottom of the rail like that. But if he can, that's my play. I cut that 13 so the edge of it catches the numbers, and then that 2 goes and makes the 11, the 1-8 clear, and every stripe will have a pocket. Every stripe will have a pocket from there. Oh, wow. Well, Jeremy shot the first ball up table and then brought the cue ball down below the 9. They are established with stripes, and Bogie and Fenny have a lot of work to do to get out from solids here. 4 goes, though, so it's a good starter ball. And that 5 or the 7 is going to have to be the one that works for him. Man, good shot, Bogie. Well done, Bogie. Well done. Man, oh man, is this dicey here. Woo-hoo. This is a tough one. And anywhere up there, anything you give a peek at for stripes, they're going to make that ball on the side. I don't mind this either. Take that away from them. Take that away from him. That's a good shot, Fenny. Well done. I like that. I like that. That's a good play. Now the 8 kind of covers up the 10. The 10 is still accessible, but until that 13 is moved, that 1 and the 2 are in a lot of trouble. Man, nice shot, Jeremy. Well done. Now, here's the shot again. 13 on the side. Slam into the 2-1-8. Not at mock speed. But you're going to have the 8 just go to the left side rail and come out. So I hit this probably about 60% as hard as I want to hit it. Race to 9. Race to 9, Joe. 13 on the side. 2 rubs the 1 into the 8. The 1 will miss the 10. The 8 will come off the rail. And he should be straight in on the 10 or the 14. Oh, no. Oh, boy, oh, boy. You had to smack that one a little bit more firm. That 8 has to clear off that rail. Has to. I think he can cut this, though, still, but I smacked that one firm enough. I want to hit that 2 square enough that that 1 moves the 8 right off that rail for me. But Jeremy's just got a thin cut here and still make it work. Look at this cue ball. Oh. Well, 14 ball. Now, James might end up with this cue ball. If you catch the bottom edge of this 3 or even hit the left side of it, anything above the center of that 3 ball and that cue ball might find trouble, but he shouldn't come near that. He's going to hit inside on it, though. Oh, man, he hit that good. Hit that good. Hang up. Hang up. Oh, boy. Yep. Yep. Now, can he avoid the 3? I don't think he can avoid the 3. If he can, there's natural 3-rail shape. Yeah. 3-rail, it's just natural shape to go around it. I think he can avoid the 3. Yeah. Yeah, he's got room. Should be straight into the 8 ball here for James. 1. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, yes, got off the 7. James has to be so happy he's not shooting over that 7. You imagine? That would be such a hard shot. Imagine 6,000 shooting over that 7, make it. Oh, that would be so tough. Yeah, this is not easy either. No, but at least he's not shooting over that 7 ball. There we go. Cheers, your champions. Jeremy and James victorious, first place. If you want to go over and hand that to him, I'll hang out here in a minute. Yep. Yep, no problem, Jerry. And they'll go over and hand out the cash for the prize. I'll sit here with you guys. Yeah, that was a good match, Craven. Hope everybody enjoyed it out there. Just so you know, again, I'll answer my question or who I mentioned earlier on. I don't want to leave everybody hanging, but I felt it was. I felt that match would be decided by Mike, and that's not a knock at him or anything. I felt that Bogie would bring Bogie's game, and we know what that is. And Jeremy and James play very well together, and Mike plays strong. He's a very strong player. Played on the team before, so it's not a knock at him. But I felt that how Mike handled playing with Bogie in this match would determine the match. And I think it played out that way. Bogie, again, not knocking at Bogie either, but Bogie being a lower-rated player, he's going to have his misses. He's going to get on the wrong side of the ball sometimes. Things are going to go awry. So that's what my answer was on that. And again, I got so much love for Fenny, so it's not a knock on him at all. Don't take it that way. But that's my answer. I felt that how Mike played would determine the match. And I didn't think Mike had to play exceptional, but I think he just had to play to where he didn't have to protect Bogie as much as he felt, and that might have been the case. So, but man, what a tournament for both those guys. They should be so proud and so happy. But we're going to bounce out of here on the stream. The Friday night tournament will be going on, and thanks everybody for tuning in. Mark Weaver in the booth signing off. Vegas bound about a week and a half, and we'll be back sometime in June with some Scotch doubles matches. So everybody out there, take care of yourselves and have a good one. Later.